ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गोविन्द माधवा गोपाल केशव गोविन्द माधवा गोपाल केशव जय नन्द मुकुन्द नंद गोविंद राधे गोपाल नंद गोविंद जय नंद मुकुंद नंद गोविंद राधे गोपाल जय नंद मुकुंद नंद गोविंद राधे गोविंद माधवा गोपाल केशव गोविंद माधवा गोपाल गिरिधारी गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाला गिरिधारी गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाला घन श्याम 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 जय जय राधे गोपाला घन श्याम 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 जय जय राधे गोपाला घन श्याम गोविंद माधवा गोपाल केशव Gopala Keshava. Om Namo Narayanaaya. 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 Om Narayanaaya. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. Humble prostrations to all. Today we'll be seeing the fourth Valli, fourth section, or second chapter, first Valli, whichever. Or totally six Vallis. We are going to see the fourth one, chapter 2, first one. The first verse itself is a very famous one, page number 191. पराञ्चिखानि व्यतृणत् स्वयंभूः तस्मात् परां पश्यति नान्तरात्मन् कश्चिद्धीरः प्रत्यगात्मानमैक्षत् आवृत्तचक्षुरमृतत्वमिच्छन्. Yes. So, Swayambhu, the Lord who is self-born, causeless, cause. Swayambhu, what did he do? Vyatrunat, he killed. Whom did he kill? Paranchik Hani. Paranchik Hani means the extroverted sense organs. Hani means sense organ. Paranchi means extroverted. Parak anchate gacchati. It goes out. So by making the sense organs outward, the Lord has killed the sense organs. And therefore, tasmat param pashyati na antaratman. So all of us, what are we doing? We are looking out. Na antaratman. Inside there is Bhagavan himself as Atma. Nobody is seeing it. Everybody is looking out. So Bhagavan, so you are the culprit. So now I know whom to blame. So now what does it mean? Sense organs have been killed. You see, here we are talking of jnanendriyas. What is the job of a jnanendriya? It is called as organ of knowledge. So it is supposed to give us knowledge, isn't it? But these sense organs are not giving us knowledge. It is only giving us ignorance. That is the meaning they have been killed. In the name of knowledge, they give us ignorance. Someone who is dead is useless, isn't it? These sense organs, in the name of knowledge, they are giving delusion, illusion. What does it mean? Actually, I am immortal. What do the sense organs tell me? You are a mortal being. I am actually consciousness. What do the sense organs tell me? You are not consciousness, you are this body. I am actually birthless and deathless. What do the sense organs tell me? You have a date of birth and you will have a, you see, everything is opposite to knowledge. Never follow your sense organs, they will cheat you. They have been cursed by the Lord Himself. So those who are cursed, they are inauspicious. Never follow them. That is the point. Actually, the world is in me. What do the sense organs tell me? You are in the world. I am infinite. The sense organs tell me you are a finite fellow. You see, God alone exists. Sense organs will tell me which God? There is no God. You see, that which is there, it doesn't show. That which is not there, the ego, it says that alone is empty. So Swayambhu Vyadranat, killed, cursed. Tasmat param pashyati na antara. These sense organs, they don't have the blessings of the Lord, and therefore these sense organs are the ones who mislead us in our life. Anyone who follows this path of sense organs, they are doomed to destruction. But though this is the case, kaschit dhira, rare few. What do? They don't follow the sense organs. Pratyak atmanam aikshat avritta chakshu. They look within. Avritta means introverted, looking within. Chakshu means eyes. They look within. They don't follow the path shown by the sense organs. The sense organs try to take us out, but these people, they have discarded the sense organs. Very rare few, kaschit dhira, very rare few wise people, dhira. And they look within, avritta chakshu. And when they look within, what do they find? Pratyak atmanam aikshat. They see the inner self, the Lord. But first of all, why did they look within? Amrutatvam ichan, desiring immortality. So that means somebody has told them. Who must have told them? Of course, Guru, Shastra, who else? So they have been attending satsang. They have listened to the teachers. They have listened to the scriptures. And all of them unanimously say, don't go out, go within. Your treasure is inside, not outside. Outside, if you go, you are lost. So, Avritta Chakshu, they look within. And there they find, what do they find? Amritatvam, immortality. So the first verse itself is a criticism of following the senses. Now the comparison is made. What happens to people who go out and what happens to people who go in? Verse number 2, page number 194. Very, 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 what you call, harsh. So be ready for something terrible. पराजः कामान् अनुयन्ति बालाः ते मृत्युर्यन्ति विततस्य पाशम् अथ धीरा अमृतत्वं विदित्वा ध्रुवमध्रुवेष्विह न प्रार्थयन्ते. Balaha, childish people. Yesterday it was Mudha, today Bala. Bala, childish ones. Parachakaman anuyanti. They follow the desirable objects which are outside. How do they follow? Using this paranchikani. Through the sense organs, they go out towards the objects of desires. And what happens to them? They mrityuhu yanti. They attain. Yanti vitatasya pasham. You see, the whole world is a trap. The whole world is spread out. Who has spread out the trap? Mrityu. Death. Death has spread out trap everywhere. So now you go out, what will happen? You will get trapped. You know how we catch these rodents and all? What do we do? There's a trap kept. Some pakoda, something is kept inside. So this rat comes with a smell and he wants that pakoda. He tries, works hard, how to get in, how to get in. And there's a small some door. And you go, oh, lucky I am. Got it. Enters. And the moment he enters, because of his way, the door opens and there is this beautiful pakoda there. Fragrant one. The fellow enters and the door is closed. Isn't it? So the world is full of pakodas. Understood? And who has put it? Mrityu it is. You get attached to anything, you had it. Anything it can be. If there is likes and dislikes, raga dvesha, towards anyone or anything, that means we are trapped. Because that raga dvesha will give you repeated death, not repeated birth. The term used is mrityu. You are born only to die. That's the point. The ultimate reality of birth is death. So those people who get attached to the world and say that, oh, world is a source of happiness, joy. Attachment is joy. For some people, that is how it is. Why some people? Most of us. Falling in love is joy. What is written here is they are bala, childish. You fall in love with anything of the world, Kamini, Kanchana, Kirti, anything, it's a trap of death. Solid statement it is. Putreshana, Vitteshana, Lokeshana, these are all the ways in which desire for progeny, desire for wealth, desire for name and fame, they are all traps of death. What do the wise people do? Adhadhira amrutatvam viditva dhruvam adhruveshu ihana prarthayante. They don't do this prarthana, seeking, desiring. What? Adhruveshu. In this world, everything is adhruvam, impermanent. So they never seek anything of this world. Na prarthayante. That is a sign of dhira, wise people. They seek only the permanent. Because only the permanent thing can give us permanent joy. Impermanent thing can give only sorrow. So this is the sign of wisdom. Never get attached to anything. Get attached to only one thing, and that who is that one thing? The Supreme Lord, the Self in us, the Antaratma in us. That alone is Amritattva. Aprarthayante. Whatever you seek, you will get it. That is the law of this cosmos. We are all actually Paramatma, the Om. Why are we in this world with this BMI? How did we become the PFT? I hope you all know. How did we become PFTs with the BMIs? Because of that we, that desire. We desire the world, therefore we are in this world. It's a law. Whatever you desire, you'll become that. You will get that. So if I desire anything of the world, in order to enjoy that thing of the world, I must have an instrument. I must have sense organs. Sense organs can stay only in BMI. So therefore, I will have to have a BMI. Therefore, I come to this world. The secret of birth, the cause of birth is nothing but worldly desires. That is the meaning. So therefore, the wise people never desire anything of this world. Because everything in this world is a trap. You know this, how they catch monkeys. So they say, where these monkeys come to drink water, they put this glass, that bottle. And the mouth of the bottle is such, the closed fist, the open palm goes in, but the closed fist doesn't come out. So they put some roasted peanuts in and then hang them on these trees. So the monkeys come and they get the smell of this roasted peanut and they see it in the bottle and they put their hands inside. With the peanut, they try to take out. Will the hand come out? No. Now they are coming to catch these monkeys. Now this handful of peanut it has to leave in order to come out. Now for this handful of peanuts, it gets stuck there, trapped there, and they catch these monkeys. What is more important, one handful of peanut or life? It's not able to think. And they are all caught. In the same way, coming to this world means imperfection. Coming to this world means misery. Coming to this world means remaining finite. Desiring anything of this world means this. So therefore, the wise people see how Nachiketa never desired anything. Everything was kept in front of. He said, no, no, I don't want this. That is a sign of Dhira. So now next verse. Bhagavan, you said Avritta Chakshu. Can you explain looking within what I should do? Verse number 3, page number 197. येन रूपं रसं गन्धं शब्दान् स्पर्शांश्च मैथुनान् एतेनैव विजानाति किमत्र परिशिष्यते एतत् वै तत्. Yes. So now here comes a Vedantic meditation. Yena rupam rasam gandham shabdan sparshanscha maithunam. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. We are constantly experiencing it in this world. So what is Vedantic meditation? What is this avritta chakshu? Looking within means what? Does it mean that we should close our eyes and keep on sitting? No. That's not the point. We have to live in this world. We have to use our sense organs. But now the Vedantic meditation is this. You are seeing form, color, things, beings, sound, you are hearing everything, but where is your attention? This is the point. If your attention is upon consciousness in the light of which things are illumined, your what you call dealing with the world is perfect. That consciousness is Antaratma. That consciousness in the light of which things are seen. Now you have two choices. Either pay attention to that object, get attached to that object, become totally extrovert. This is one option. Or pay attention to that consciousness which is observing that object. Two are two different things. That consciousness is God, object is the world. The question is, whom do you want? God or world? If you are getting carried away by that object, things, beings, and situations, completely forgetting the inner self, then that means you want the world. But if your attention is upon consciousness, etenaiva vijanati, you know all these things with this alone. The whole of Vedantic meditation is paying attention to consciousness, and that is called as Amrita Chakshu. Somewhere your attention is inside. Though you are looking outside, attention is inside. You see? Something like, when you switch on, you want to know whether electricity is there or not. So you switch on and see the bulb. Bulb is glowing, but actually, where is your attention? Your attention is not upon the things. Your attention is upon we can say, light. And in fact, your attention is upon electricity. Is the current there or not? You are not interested in anything, but still you are looking out. Isn't it? There is a difference, you see. One looking is you are looking at the object. You want to know something of the object. The other looking is you are looking at the object, but your attention is upon the light illumining the object. Vedantic meditation is something like that. Eyes are seeing, ears are hearing, tongue is speaking, but one part of the mind is always paying attention to that consciousness, because of which everything is illumined. What part of of the mind is somewhere else. One part of the mind is holding on to the reality. Another part of the mind is dealing with the world, but one part is holding on to the reality. This is how we must live in this world. Play in the realm of the unreal, holding on to the real. It is exactly that we do when we act in a drama also, isn't it? So there is a role to be played. I play the role, but one part of the mind always is holding on to the truth, who I am. I am not the role which I am playing in the drama. I am somebody different. My identity is different. So because I am able to hold on to the reality, I am able to do my role well. I am able to act well in that role. I don't get carried away by the role because I am holding on to the reality. This is exactly we have to do in this world also. You look out only to look within. You are looking at the seen, but your attention is upon the unseen. That sentiency principle, because of which this inner body, mind, intellect is sentient. So you are looking at the body, but your attention is upon the sentient principle, giving sentiency to the body. It is like looking at the mirror. It appears that you are looking out, but actually in the mirror you are looking yourself, you are looking in. But now, to do this, what is a necessary condition? Freedom from likes and dislikes. Suppose there is likes and dislikes towards the things, beings, and situation, then what will happen? You can't look within, you get stuck outside. Raga Dvesha makes you stuck outside. Freedom from Raga Dvesha alone can help you look within. You'll always find when you're too much attached to something, you get dragged outside. And the process, what happens? Self is forward. Paying attention means giving importance. Paying attention means loving. Paying attention means valuing. Whom are you valuing and loving? Outer things or inner God? This is a point. If there is too much of raga dvesha, that means you are, the sticker has got that sticky gum. You get stuck outside. You're not able to pull it out. Withdrawal becomes very difficult. So at the seat of meditation, how do we experience the obstruction? The obstruction is a wandering mind. Mind keeps wandering. Wandering is the indication that I am attached to the world outside. So unless vairagya is cultivated, abiding in consciousness becomes impossible. I jump into the river of thoughts. I'm not able to stand as a witness of thoughts. This is what happens. So how to know where my raga dvesha is? Sit in meditation, just see where the mind is going. That is where you have to work. So this is the whole meditation. Pay attention to consciousness. Now tell me, for this, do you have to take sannyas? Many people say, Swamiji, you are so lucky, you are sannyas, you can do. How can we do and all? This is something which everyone can do. Yes or no? You have to just pay attention to consciousness. You are cooking, you can do this. You don't have to leave everything and sit in your puja, not necessary. Even while you are dealing with the world outside, even when you are fulfilling your responsibilities, now and then keep doing this. Slowly, 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 you will be able to do this. One part of the mind is holding on to the reality, another part of the mind is handling. External lifestyle has nothing to do with Vedantic meditation. The question is only this: how much do you love God? God is always there, He is ever available. Do you have time for Him? Is the question. So, paying attention to consciousness. Now, what is the glory of this consciousness? Verse number 4, page number 200. स्वप्नान्तं जागरितान्तं चोभौ येनानुपश्यति महान्तं विभुमात्मानं मत्वा धीरो न शोचति. This consciousness is there in all the three states of mind. Swapnantam, Jagaritantam, whether it is dream or deep sleep, dream or waking state. In both these states, this consciousness is there. What does it mean? It means that consciousness alone is real in us. Abadhyatvam satyatvam. This is the definition of reality. That which can never be negated. That which doesn't come and go. That which is ever there in all the three states, that is real. And when we test what that reality is, we find that consciousness alone is real. Swapnantam Jagrita. In the dream also consciousness is there. I am aware of the dream. In the waking also consciousness is there. Since this consciousness is unaffected during the change of state, therefore we conclude this alone must be real. And what is the glory of this consciousness? Mahantam Vibhum Atman. It is all pervading Vibhum. It is Mahan. The whole world is existing in this consciousness. The whole world is existing in the mind. Mind is nothing but thoughts. Thoughts are existing consciousness. Therefore, everything exists in consciousness. Therefore, it is Mahan. Shift your attention there. It is always with you. Don't ignore it. Those people who hold on to it, how Amrita Chakshu, that's the point. Matva dhiraha na shochati. Such a person becomes free from all sorrows. Verse number 5, 205 page. Ya imam madhvadam veda atmanam jivamantikat ईशानं भूतभव्यस्य न ततो विजुगुप्सते एतद् वै तत्. This Jivatma, who appears to be the karma phala bhokta, madhvadam, madhu, adam, eater of madhu, eater of this karma phala, bhokta. This Atma, this Jiva, Antika, very closely when you watch who this Jivatma is, what do you find there? Arre, this is not Jivatma, it is Ishanam Bhuta Bhavyasya. It's a Lord of the past and future. There is no Jivatma there, there is only Paramatma there. Then what happens? Natato Vijugupsati. Such a person becomes free from all kinds of Vijugupsa, hatred. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Navijugupsade means he doesn't try to protect himself. A very special meaning is taken there. Meaning he comes to know that he is not the body. And the parakashta of that knowledge is he doesn't care about the body. Like the garland around the cow's neck. How much value does the cow give to the garland around its neck? When that garland falls, the cow is not even aware. In the same way, the Mahatmas who are so identified with the reality, for them the body is like that garland. So again and again you will find the Upanishad is telling Know yourself. That's the message. How should a sadhaka be while doing sadhana? Verse number 8, page number 212. अरण्योर्निहितो जातवेदाः गर्भ इव सुभृतो गर्भिणीभिः दिवे दिव ईड्यो जागृवद्भिः हविष्मद्भिर्मनुष्योभिरग्निः एतद्वैतत्. Two beautiful examples are given. How we must do our sadhana. Like a garbhini. Garbhini means what? Pregnant woman. Garbha iva subhrataha garbhini bhi. So a garbhini, a pregnant woman is very careful. A child is growing inside. She is very, very careful. She can't eat everything. You know, while eating, her recreation, her exercise, everything, she is very, very careful. There may be so many things which she may like, but she may not do it if it is not good for the child. She is very alert, vigilant. She may be transacting with the world, but one part of the mind is always alert about this growing child. In the same way, what is this child? It is a spiritual samskara in us. It is a knowledge in us. So just like the child grows, in the same way, this knowledge also grows in us. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Abidance in the self is something which slowly grows, deepens, becomes strong. It's not that suddenly it happens. No. Slow process. So a seeker has to be careful that way. Vigilant, alert, and also patient. 9 months it takes for the child to grow. You can't just have it in one day. So how that lady patiently deals, in the same way a seeker also must do. Beautiful example it is. You know, anything which disturbs the mind, she is not supposed to do because it will affect the child. So she is constantly exposing to everything good, noble, auspicious, because she knows that the child is getting affected with everything. They say that if the mother is mentally disturbed, then it affects the child also, psychologically. See, the same way seeker also should do. My spiritual child, samskara, it's like a child. But should be careful. In this world, there are good things, there are bad things. So what should be my attitude? Bhadram karne vishwayama devaha, bhadram pashyema akshavaryaja. May everything auspicious alone may I hear. May auspicious alone may I see. This is the way we have to live. If the mind is exposed to negative things, impure things, it will get, mind will become polluted, and in turn, mind, spirituality will get affected. So we have to be very alert. So alert living, vigilant living, patient living, pure living, then you will find that this child, spiritual child, grows. You become more and more strong in spirituality. So just like a small plant needs a fencing in the beginning, so in the same way, we have to put that fence. Later on, that plant may become a huge tree, and you may even tie an elephant there. Nothing will happen. But in the beginning, you should be so careful. That's the meaning. So this is one example, Garbhini example. Another example is the Agnihotri's fire. Aranyor Nihito Jataveda. Jatavedas means fire. So Agnihotris, people who are very orthodox and all, they have this fire in their house. So there is a ritualistic, there's a sacred, what you call, place, Homakunda or something. And the fire is constantly burning there. And they have to keep that fire constantly burning. Such people are called Agnihotri. In ancient times, people used to have this. Now that fire represents, God. It's a sacred fire. So you have this Havish also. Havish Madbihi, Manushyebihi. Hobbies, that which you put in order to keep that fire. In fact, the fire is created also not just like that irony is used. You churn. There's a cup, wooden cup, and there's a wooden stick. And then you churn, and then the fire is produced. There's a sacred way of producing the fire also. So, in the same way, there is a sacred way of creating the fire of knowledge. What is the sacred way? Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshana. Going to a guru, learning from it with all humility, gratitude, etc. Then you gain the knowledge. So it's a very sacred process. And then slowly you start understanding little, little, little. So that is that fire. You have to be very careful. If you are careless, that little fire may get, a small wind comes and that fire will. You have to be very careful. So in this Agnihotri's case, he has a lot of hobbies kept ready. There are certain wood and stick and all meant for that. You can't just put anything, put some rubber tire. Anyway, fire only is needed. You can't do that. Auspicious things are put to keep that fire burning. You can't put anything there. In the same way, this fire. Again, there is alertness, vigilance. One part of the mind should always be there. Is my fire burning? That is always there. If you're careless, what will happen? You forget. You forget to put the hobbies and then everything is gone. So it is this fire, they say that it is a fire which takes all your offering to God. Jada Vedas. So it is as though the fire is receiving your offerings. So mentally you imagine, it's a sankalpa that Bhagavan is accepting it. That is the whole idea. So just like that, Agnihotri, for him that fire is Idyaha. Idyaha means Pujaniya, worship. Dive, every day he pays attention to it. Jagravati is always alert. In the same way, we should also do our sadhana. Verse number 10, page number 218. This is called as the Mahavakya of this Upanishad. Yadeveha tadamutra yadamutra tadanviha mrityo samrityumapnoti yaihanani papashyati yad eva iha tad amutra. What is here, that alone is there. Yat amutra, what is there, tad anu iha, that alone is here. What is here is there, what is there is here. So what is this here and there? Here means Jivatma, which I experience. And there means Paramatma. This Jivatma and Paramatma, they are one and the same. Externally it may appear this Jivatma is Alpajnaha, Alpashaktiman, Alpavyapi, Mayadasa, whereas that Paramatma is Sarvajna, Sarvashaktiman, Sarvavyapi, Mayapati. How can this be that? It's very clear. This is that and that is this. There is absolutely no difference. This Jivatma is none other than pure consciousness, Satchidananda Swarupa. That Bhagavan is also Satchidananda Swarupa. So therefore, in essence, this is nothing but that. The essence of the wave is also water. The essence of ocean is also water. Therefore, what is wrong in saying wave equal to water, wave equal to ocean? Essence is the same. In fact, there is no wave, there is only water. Now, if a person doesn't know this, mrityu samrityum gachati. There is no compromise allowed. No, I am a part of God. No, I am different from God. Mrityu samrityum gachati. He will go from death to death. Yaiha Naneva pashyati. Nanaiva pashyati. The one who sees different, different, different. He is different, she is different, I am different. That is called as vision of ignorance. Vision of plurality is vision of ignorance. When we pay attention only to the body, samsara begins. When attention is upon the body, that is vision of ignorance. When attention is upon the self, that alone is vision of knowledge. And till this knowledge is gained, there is no question of liberation. Very clear. Mrityu samrityu. You see the what you call hammer. It's a hammering. You're going from death to death, not birth to death or birth to birth. You are only born to die. That's the point. So therefore, there is no choice. Better be serious about it. Verse number 11, page 221. Manasi vedamaptavyam nehananasti kinchana mrityo samrityum gacchati yaihananeva pashyati. Manasa eva idam aptavyam. This cannot be known through the senses, that everything is one. No, it is an understanding. And that understanding has to be gained by the mind alone. Therefore, preparation has to be done to the mind alone. So live such a life so that the mind is prepared to gain this knowledge. Manasa eva idam aptavyam. Naiha nana asti kinchana. There is nothing. Nana means difference. Vision of plurality has to be gotten rid of through right knowledge. And the mind has to be educated with this right knowledge. Otherwise, what will happen? Mrityo samrityum gacchati. So, even it is time. So, that seriousness is point. Verse number 12, page number 223. Angushtamatra purushah madhya atmani tishtati ishano bhuta bhavyasya natato vijugupsati. That etat vaitat, that Supreme Lord, where is he seated? Madhye Atmani, in our own heart. Angushta matra purusha is used. Angushta means thumb. You see, you put the thumb into your fist and then you, so this is the way he is seated. So this fist is the heart. This thumb is the Lord. So he is seated like that. Now don't take it literally. The point is this, that is the place you experience his presence. In a pure heart, you experience the presence of the Lord. It doesn't mean that God is existing only in the heart. No, he's everywhere. But when you meditate, you experience his presence in your heart. Heart means the core of your being. The center of your being is called heart. In the center of your being alone, you experience I, aham. Where do you experience aham? That place, you experience his presence. And who is he? Ishano Bhuta Bhavyasya. He is a Lord of past, present, and future. Natato Vijagupsate. Such a person becomes free from all kinds of negativities, all kinds of limitations. Etat vaitat. Nachiketa, you are asking, no, there is something. This is the one. Verse number 13, page 225. Angushtamatra purushah ज्योतिरिवा धूमकः ईशानो भूतभव्यस्य sa evadya sa ushvaha. So this Supreme Self, its light, Jyoti. What is the nature of its light? Adhumaka, smokeless light. It is of the nature of smokeless light. So this light of consciousness has no smoke, no imperfection. That's the meaning. Smoke is imperfection. So this consciousness, it knows. Light means what? That in the presence of which things can be known is called light. Light has a definition. That with which a thing is known is called light. If this is the definition of light, then there must be a light with which the eyes are able to know color and form. The ears are able to know the sound. What is that light with which we know? Our thoughts, we know. In which light do we know? So this light of consciousness. And it is adhumakam, perfect, defect-free. So knowing of consciousness is defect-free knowing. Effortless knowing. Instrumentless knowing. What about mind's knowing? Mind also knows. It is not defect-free. When you know with the mind, you get tired, isn't it? So it is not effortless knowing. There is an effort involved. That's why when class happens, sometimes some people doze off. There is effort involved. Whereas consciousness knowing, there is no effort. It is his nature. Like the mirror reflecting things effortlessly. Consciousness knows effortlessly. Do consciousness need instruments to know? No. In fact, mind, senses, everything, they know, borrowing this property, the ability to know from consciousness. Consciousness can know everything without any instrument. Knowing is its nature. So that is why it's called Jyoti, Adhumakaha Jyoti. Effortless knowing, absolute knowing, perfect knowing, instrumentless knowing. Visi Ishano Bhutabhavyasya Sa Eva Adya Saushu. That alone is here now, that alone will remain tomorrow also. It's an imperishable thing. So pay attention to it. What happens if you don't pay attention? Instead, we pay attention only to the body. Verse number 14. Yathodakam durge vrishtam parvateshu vidhavati evam dharman pruthak pashyan tanevan vidhavati. Just like the rain falls upon mountain peaks and this water get lost as they fall upon the mountain, not getting collected. They run down and get lost. In the same way, people with this pluralistic vision, paying attention only to the body, their knowledge will be lost. Just like water is lost there, this knowledge is lost. Meaning what? It's a waste of effort. But on the other hand, if you pay attention to the self in you and the self of all, what will happen? Verse number 15, page 229. Yathodakam shuddhe shuddham asiktam tadrugeva bhavati evam muner vijanatah atma bhavati gautama. Yes. So such a person who has known himself to be consciousness, he merges in that total consciousness, just like pure water merging with pure water. Yathodakam shuddhe shuddham asiktam tadrigeva bhavati. When the pure water merges with the infinite source of pure water, what happens? They merge, they become one. You can no more separate it. In the same way, this Jivatma is none other than Satchidananda. When he merges with Paramatma, who is also Satchidananda, the merger is complete, perfect, because both are in essence one alone. Both are pure, so the merger is perfect. Evam muner vijanatah atma bhavati gautama. So Brahmavid Brahmeva bhavati. That's the point. The knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. It's a perfect knowledge. So thus we have completed the fourth value also. So what is the one thing which has to be given importance? Know your own self. That's Another thing, don't get carried away by sense organs. Don't waste your time going out. There's a great treasure within. Give importance to that. It is always here. That is all. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ